Hello everyone, this is part 2 of Can You Beat Fire Alone, the Sacred Stone with only Eirika and Ephraim. And this is going to mostly be about Ephraim, since this episode is probably remain around him now instead of Eirika. But enough talk, we're going to get to this video. We're back where we started, chapter 5 acts, but we got to talk about Ephraim as a unit. And instead of him being level 1, he's level 4, and his stats is better than his sister, but we gotta make it better. And the growth rate is this. I wanted to correct myself that these mean that he will level those stats most likely instead of getting 2 levels. So yeah, that was a mistake on my end, but yeah, enough of that. You know how he used lances so he can hit from 2 range instead of 1 if he has a javelin, but he doesn't have one at the moment. But now we trade with him to get one. So here what went down on my first attempt. Nothing really crazy. Do you see those guys on the top left? I was hoping they would go focus fire Ephraim, but they have other plans, and besides that guy, he gets killed. But the other one, he decided to go for him, and my other unit attacked, so that's me having to restart because they broke the rules that they're not supposed to fight back. Then they're supposed to take it, not fight back. So second attempt, I try to make it 10 times better. I wish I trade the javelin really early so I can try to get some kills off, but these guys are not that strong, so we're gonna I'm trying to like move these people back to the bottom right so they won't get seen by that guy, and I make sure Ephraim can handle them. And since I put in the pillar, since there's no force around, the pillar's the only that we got close to it as a void. So yeah, and he's level 5, and he had a great level up. And I make sure that he stays on my pillar so he can get a dodge and some defense. And the rest is history, basically. He goes in and kills everyone, especially that guy. Oh, he didn't die. He wasn't fast enough. He didn't have enough speed, but it doesn't matter. He dies here. And I'm going to actually take the time to grind his levels. So I will try to kill most people. And that guy at the door, he dropped the door key. That's me. I got to get rid of some items, but like, since Eirika was a storage, and we're not playing with Eirika, so yeah, we just gonna have to just kill this guy for the door key, and we sacrifice the lance because we could get another one. I want to go back here, pop a heal, and turn one around him on his phase, and his weapon level increased, which is pretty neat. And I don't know, I was thinking I was kind of dumb here because I could have got 2 chests, but I didn't. So I sacrificed heals for it, but it doesn't really matter because I get more either way. So I make sure I go for this room specifically because they got a killer lance in here. And if you know what killer things in this game called, they hit crits, and I want to make sure I can hit crits to make things easier on my life. So yeah, after we got another chest key, we can go in the room, collect 2 chests, got more heals, and the next chest would be a elixir. Oh no, that was the first chest. That would be a curl lance. Okay, but anyways, since these guys can't fight back, we cross-mapped them through the wall for some reason, and he hit a crit on him. So that's pretty neat, and it was a decent level up, not the best, but still. And elixirs are pretty great in this game, so they full heal you. So after I made my way up here, make sure those guys rush me because I don't want to drag more attention. I don't want him getting swarmed and get jumped after. So yeah, and also I'm taking this opportunity to kill most of these people, or maybe all of them, to grind levels for Ephraim early as possible, since it's possible to get him to a high level by killing everyone in this map, and you'll see why I do it so early. And with the javelin, it's just so good because I can actually like cross-map them from 2 range, and they won't fight back unless they have something to hit me back to. But yeah, his signature weapon, it's not bad either. But like, I had no room to save it because I don't really want to deal with him having to use a weaker weapon, just javelin. No, his signature weapon, like a one round him. But either way, the mage right there, I had to take him out as soon as possible because they're the problem. I'm pretty sure they can cross map you from a distance, but yeah. Either way, they're all gone. And I just gotta focus on these people, which are not too bad to handle. Because Ephraim can hit him, think that his sister really can't do that much. Unless she's like good level, then she has good level ups. And also, while we're at it, let me just tell you that I be using save states for purposes reasons because these takes a while. And I didn't want to use none in the first episode because, you know, the game's not hard when you get to the first episode. Well, first part of the game. Well, in my case. It's not hard. And it's pretty easy to understand how to do it by yourself if you do a challenge like this. But when you get later onto the game, on difficult mode, it's going to be hard. So there'll be time where you see me accidentally load in my save states because I made a mistake and things happen. But also there'll be time where I just accept it. But yeah, you see right there, I kind of fat fingered my controller and click the quick mode button, so it reset me back, but I cut that part out for your purpose of watching this and my insanity editing this. So either way, we got to the boss, and I make sure I quick the killer lance because I can try to hit a crit, and you know, hitting crits in this game is pretty awesome. So after he stopped running his round, we're gonna hopefully that everyone hits a crit. You know, he hits twice, and luckily he dodged. But either way, we hit him with no crits. He dies, and we've completed Chapter 5X with no problems at all, besides one reset because my unit decided to fight back instead of missing. But remember, this is not Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade? Something like that, I don't know. I don't pay attention to the title. But it's just a game with Roy's in, where, you know, you mostly miss half the time, so yeah. Either way, we're back with Eirika now, and Chapter 6. This is a great chapter or something like that. I don't know, I'm just saying that because why not? And you know the dragon shield from last episode? Yeah, they use that for Eirika because her defense is not the best, so. Because she capped out on skill, so. You guys gotta wait for a promotion, which will be near close to the end of the game or something like that. So either way, this is fog. You don't know where the people are at unless you pull up a map, and I didn't do that, so. You know, Eirika starts killing everyone on sight. You know, she kills a mass murderer. She killed every person, dodges until she got shot. Gone to the fort to help her, you know, dodge better and get defense, and also get her health each time while she's over here killing everyone. But you know, that doesn't last long because she gets jumped. And now you see where I'm at. She can't move. The only way she can get out of it is by killing everyone she sees. So, yeah. Not a really great thing. But yet again, this chapter is not kill every enemy, just kill a boss, and I kind of forgot where the boss was at because I finished the game during my winter break, so yeah, I had no clue. But she hit a crit on this guy who was basically already dead, so that's pretty cool. So then she goes back to killing people again and dodging. I'm just very tired at the moment because doing the voiceover this video is actually tiring, and also I have a headache as we speak, but I'm just trying to make sure I can get these uploads in because I had a great idea myself to, you know, upload something I'd love to do. So here we are. So yeah, we're about to again jump in this circle, but you know, this time there's openings. And you might notice the little girl here, but also this is where I actually quit the quick mode button, and here I am back to the map. But don't worry, I had a save state, so I loaded that back in, so I would lose like 10 minutes of progress at best. So anyway, we go back to talk to those green units. They don't do nothing. They're just victims, hostages. nothing really happens when you save them or not. I'm not sure, but saving them as only one person is not ideal because you won't make it in time, and also it's not really worth it because you might get jumped on the way there. But I try to make it down to this village because this village always has something good in there half the time. And I went in there and I got antitoxin. I was like, oh, I didn't really need this. So after that, I just kill people. Then after that, we keep people up. I'm pretty sure this is where Eirika gets jumped and she gets shot to death. And this is where she first dies ever. But that's when I loaded my save state. I lied. I restarted again. And this time I won't let her village just know what she was doing there. So here we are again. And this time I try to remember where the boss was at because all the way we need to do to win is just kill him. But when we get in trouble like people like this, any healer in our way, it's just not easy. So we go on the mountain to get a good amount of void and defense, I think. Either way, we're just killing people like business. Oh gosh. Yeah, so I don't really have that much to say about this part. It's just, her just killing people, killing a big spider too. Nothing really special. It just, you're just gonna see her dodge, watch the spider get healed again, make her way up, get grab some heals, not the elixir because we need that for later. So yeah, we're back to the same process. I make sure I go to a forest too, and that guy dies, I got shot, everything's going on, and she grabs another heal. The boss is right there. If you can't tell who the boss is, the guy with a shield icon next to him, or a flag. But yeah, Eirika gets close to dying once again, but I make sure I healed her because I'm not trying to have another game over already. So after we get to dodge every hit, we can fight him finally. And he's not really that strong. I'm not really too worried about him because Eirika can dodge and she's pretty fast when it comes to dodging. So yeah. Like that, he's like one shot, so he would die on my turn after Eirika survived this enemy phase, which she did. And we ended the chapter by killing this guy, and that's it. Which is for chapter 6. I'm sure you move on to chapter 7, where this chapter is pretty short in my opinion. When you're just doing it with just Eirika, because we're doing a siege, so we want to kill everyone, but like it still happens too. The background people are safe because they're in the ballistas shooting people, but Maker has no problem going through the enemy horde because it's quite simple. All she needed was a sword and enough speed to double them down, so yeah, basically the sum is short. She kills everyone due to her fast speed. If she didn't have fast speed, it would be like either that they die on enemy phase because of a counter, and we get to the enemy zone and kill the boss. Alright, so after we killed this last archer in our way, the boss is just the last one standing. And he's quite stronger than me, but until we get a better weapon to, even his damage. And we're having a slap boxing match. But, he gets close to killing me, but then it's my turn, and Eirika can guarantee to get this head off of him. That's what she did. And that's how we win chapter 7. No problem, close to death again. But yeah, that's over. And now we move on to chapter 8. It's where finally Eirika and Ephraim meets. So, yeah. Alright, so you saw my last voiceover, which was not that long ago. I kind of passed out mid-recording, so here we are, chapter 8. So this is the chapter where Eirika and Ephraim can actually meet up with each other, and the goal is to make sure to get together without one of them dying. Since, again, I'll explain what they both are. They are both lords in this game, and if you don't know what that means is, if they die, the game is over. The game will end no matter what, because they're pointing to the plot, literally, so we can't have none of them die. So, after, we got Eirika to kill somebody, and Ephraim, since he's not fully leveled up yet, I want to make sure I move his squad out the way so they don't get ambushed. I blocked the spot so they can go after him. And, they got some hits off him, but, he's faster than him, so he gets to go twice, regardless. And, Eirika's alright doing there. She hits a crit on that guy, and he's dead. The archer can cross-map me, but, they suck. They literally suck. Not until you get to later on, but he dies, and that's where I made a mistake in my hand, because two people's gonna rush Eirika now. The armor guy and that guy right there. I was not thinking straight, and I forgot about the armor guy. So I let Ephraim, chill up there, bought the choke point, but it's alright. I have my armor sword still, because you remember in the first episode we got the armor sword to begin with, and it kills them all, and Ephraim's weapon starts, snapping, and that mage is getting close to him, and I don't have a current lance left, and he's just basically on 1 HP, something like that. But, I'll make sure they have to talk to each other, because, it's pretty wholesome to watch these type of moments, but, for your entertainment, I'm just going to fast forward. You can watch on your free time, but yeah. So I traded the last weapon to Ephraim since, he don't have any, and pop heals. And they jump Eirika, and now she got a pop heal, which she did. And Ephraim levels up to 15, but that won't matter soon because Eirika gets murdered right here. And like again, I said, once she dies, it's over. So I restart the game back to where I was at, and I made sure she gets full healed after this turn. So I moved that guy out of danger, guaranteed. Since they're near each other, I can trade elixirs, which I do that since Eirika can dodge a second hit. So moving on business, but this time she gets to live. I let everyone kill the last guy to get the XP, move her up there, and it's just gonna be just business like usual since I don't have much to say about this chapter. It's just gonna be those two going around killing people, and I'll make sure Ephraim gets some kills so he can max out. And yeah, and we're gonna talk about support bond for a while because these two people are just killing everyone on the map. I might as well talk about something since I won't really talk about the whole entire map when it go down because that takes too much effort for me, and it's quite simple. I just win the major part of the game, I'll see what's going on, and that's it pretty much. So before we start the support bond, I would go over this last detail. This is a crack wall. I let Eirika break it. Ephraim goes in and kills the guy, and then now we're in the middle now. But there's reinforcements gonna run up on us soon. But either way, since Ephraim can handle these guys with no problem, and this is basically probably where he levels up fully to level 20. But I didn't know about this in the Thieves, but they can steal items for you, and I didn't know that. I didn't know that could happen at all. So yeah, that was something I learned. But yeah, Ephraim barely lives after getting jumped by 2 mages. I let Eirika, deal with one. Ephraim needs to go pop healed or he was gonna get smited by fire. And I don't want him to be like Singer who got burned alive. So yeah. Now the Hobo reference, no one probably won't understand it unless you play Fire Emblem, the Holy Genesis War or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce the game, but it has a game with singers in this, so yeah. And no stalling for time. Before we get to the boss, support bond is basically where you have 2 units close to each other by like 2 squares, which you see with Eirika and him. And since they're siblings, they get good stats to each other. I don't know what the stats are. I need to go research about that, but either way, when we get to the boss, he focuses on Ephraim since he has a javelin, but doesn't mind any business to Eirika. And how do you, the armor side said he's armored. He missed Eirika, and Eirika could have had to get an easy hit, but she missed as well. But no worry, we got her brother in here with the Turtle Lance. He can help us hit a crit. He strikes once, he dodged it, and he decided to hit a crit right here. This ended, even though he was already dead no matter what. So yeah, that's chapter 8. No problem, just 1 death, I'm pretty sure. And Ephraim is not level 19, and he has some level of good level up, so yeah. Now we gotta see the throne, then we win this chapter, and that's it pretty much. So yeah, very well be on to chapter 9. But since we're on chapter 9, we gotta make a decision to go with Eirika or Ephraim. And I did this challenge before. I was going with Eirika, but I see this so bad, so I'm going with Ephraim. Even though his part of his story is quite harder than Eirika's, because Eirika's easier than Ephraim. So yeah, but I choose him because 1, I think it's doable for him, and 2, honestly, I never did this route to begin with, so yeah. Here we are doing his route because I think it would be nice, but yeah. Tana is kidnapped because she tried to help Ephraim, but sorry, we're gonna save her because I felt like it. Even though it's the only challenge run, people who not supposed to fight gets murdered. That's sacrifices. But yeah, this attempt right here it looked like it was going good, but then something bad happened. After this, I moved him to go pop heal, and that was like one of my mistakes. Not popping heal, but being at a specific spot, because then he gets put to sleep for 4 turns. And those people run up on him, they sort of making the way up, just jump him, they miss, they suck, but then there's 2 turns left, well 3 actually, but it doesn't matter, he died, so I restarted the chapter for better outcomes hopefully. And I won't make the same mistake by putting him right there when the sweet mage is right there, who's gonna just take him out if I don't be careful. But since Ephraim has good speed, he can double these people, but he got very close to dying again. Well, not again, he actually did die the last time, but it doesn't really matter. He gets close to dying, but he hit a crit on this guy. It was pretty nice, but his last broke. Then I got his sleep, but he dodged gladly. I don't know why I rushed him. I don't have a driver, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I did a driver. It was just the wall was too big. Yeah, so I switched to javelin because I see the archer down there and I want to kill him. So yeah, he died, and then we got finisher, 6 or 8 over there. So I get on the pillar and hope for the best. And since he get hit, then we got a new spear, which is gonna be useful for later after we dealt with all these people, which is not too hard to deal with because they're just outside, and all we do is enter because they can't reach us in the pillar, and we just drop 3 kills on them. Not too bad, pretty easy. And they suck clearly. I wish I took the javelin, but I was thinking at this time, so I got my javelin out, murdered them, and Ephraim had reached his max level, and he has a good level up. Now we just gotta make it to promotion, which is later on in the game. Not now though, so he's stuck with these stats to promotion. And, you know, he's going back to killing people. And there's a dark mage over there, but that don't even matter. That guy has a horse star, but since we're not riding no horse, that won't do nothing towards us. It will still do damage to us, but it won't do that much. And I'm still want to say Tana, even though it's pretty much pointless to save anyone when they're caged up on a solo run like this. I just choose to do it because I feel like it. So yeah, I know this wasting weapon durability, but I don't really care. I buy my weapons later on. So yeah, I think you gotta deal with more, you know, people jumping us. There's a unit that we can recruit, but like I don't know how to recruit them and put and do all that. So he dies because he tried to rush me. So you see that guy with the spear like that? That's the unit we were talking about. He thought he was something, so he's gonna die. I had to switch to a javelin because there are too many people on the map jumping me. So I'll probably like next heal. Like yeah, we talk about he dies. He's not important because he thought he did something, but he dies. So I move in, kill the mage. Yeah, this is where everyone gets shot. No, he burns alive, and I had to restart right from my safe state. Kill that bastard again, and I make sure I didn't make the same mistake again. You know, getting Ephraim killed. So we spent time killing more people since they rushed us. And this time I can actually kill these people without worrying about my HP going way too low. And the javelin broke, so I can't beat up these people. The secret person missed gladly, but lucky for me, I had one extra javelin left, so you know, you did that. And like, we bait these guys out, so we don't worry about it later. After that, the sea mage is right there, and I want to take her out, but I'm worried about they're used to sleep. I'm gonna get affected by it. You know, this is where you get chunked probably. So I take this guy out, that ride. I try to figure it out, so I just took the mage out. And luckily he missed, so I killed him on the spot. And I just started killing more than that because John really goes crazy. So yeah, this is where I decided to speed up to 5 speed or something like that because this takes too much effort to do. But there's a second sleep user, so I kill him on the spot right there. We're still on 2 times speed. You shouldn't get to 5 times speed because I'll tell you the process of that was like actually like torture for me to actually go through, and I don't want to put you guys just sitting there watching this because I had to freaking narrow this down to a half an hour because I'm not editing the whole hour of this game. So yeah. Anyways, we got them, and since this guy can't reach me, we just cross knock him and stun him. And we gotta deal with these people, so we're getting to the part where I'll talk about this is gonna be like a miserable part of being. But yeah, I can open the door, but like I don't want to miss the chance yet, so. Sleepy still. This is actually my day 2 recording this. I kinda got tired yesterday, and here I am recording again. But yeah, anyways, we should start killing people on repeat. I'm pretty sure this is where 5 speed comes in. Not yet, at least. We're just killing them all, like usual. Now, I don't really have much to say, really. They had a support conversation, which, you know, it was pretty cute, I guess. Because, you know, Tana really cares about him, something like that. And, yeah. So after that, I put the 5 speed because the process of getting in there was actually like limbo. So, you know, we killed more people on the way there. And, you know, there was not really a problem at all. We're just killing people after people. We got a new spear. It's called Axe Weaver. at this point to get axes or something like that. I feel like the killer lance is like better. But you know, it doesn't really matter because we're having a stop boxing match once again. After, you know, my turn's over and he's gonna swing at me. And you will see what I mean by stop boxing. So yeah, after like many misses for, you know, God knows what, we get another healing and he missed Ephraim. Ephraim actually strikes and he hits a crit and then a chapter. So that was pretty neat because we often needed that one. So yeah, we throw that down. And now we got chapter 10. Pretty awesome. So this chapter was actually kind of miserable in my opinion because there was a vendor and an armory there, and I only got 10 turns to make it there in time. But dear Lord, these acts on the red team does so much damage for no reason. But you know, everyone else gets no diss, and I was not no for it. But I'm telling you, these guys hit too hard for some reason. Don't mind my dog's bark in the background. I'll probably just like lower that sound. But yeah, either way, everyone gets murdered. So yeah, and we got an axe lever or a lance lever or something like that, so I can get up to Eirika where we meet up again with her. But yeah, I didn't know what was in the village, and I really want to go before I get ambushed and jumped. Since they're on all horses, they're gonna run up on me and kill me. So I went to the village, got a torch. I reloaded to save because I'm not doing all that again. So I can kill people on the way there. I was worried about the wyvern riders because they do a lot of damage, but we made it just in time. My killer lance broke, killed that guy, and we got enough money, and we went crazy buying javelins, still lances, but then, you know, later on it won't matter because we get killed again. He dies, and I think this is where I had like short-term memory loss because I forget what I was doing after I full healed and, you know, started killing people. I died like twice over here. I just cut the other dev out of the way, and I kind of had short-term memory loss. That was what I was doing, so I just started buying stuff again, and I really stayed for no reason. Yes, I didn't realize that it still didn't really matter. I kind of lost short memory, but yeah. We got money. We get killed though because the outcomes are never the same. So yeah, he dies. I reloaded the save and just started buying stuff, but also I just had short-term memory loss and just forgot, and here we are. So it's probably gonna bite me in the ass later, but we're fine done with the chapter after, you know, that's their green team's over. And that is it, because I'm not doing no chapter 11, and thank you guys for watching.